Okay, guys. Well, we're in a new area that you haven't seen before. Let me get out here. Since I've been on a little bit of a hiatus, I went ahead and did a full 1.18 mining uh, setup. This setup is over the top as hell. It's incredibly dumb, and I love it. I don't know how much I'll actually need it, but I love it. So let's do a little quick tour of what we got going on here. Obviously, here's our spawn beds. We got some chests for random stuff around here, and then over here is the big deal. So we've got our auto sorted system for all of our major ores and blocks, and then a random chest for all the stuff you find otherwise. So this is all auto sorted from the bottom, and then we've got all of these chambers over here. We've got that go to certain levels. So coal is best mined level 47. So here we go. Level 47, you got yourself a mine shaft, and you got yourself a little coal mining area. So we don't really have any torches right now. Oh, we can make some. So just your typical strip mining situation. When you get done mining on each of these levels, whenever you get done mining, there's a return elevator for all of your goods. So come over to the end of this, you got yourself a bubble column. Just throw all of your things you found right in that bubble column there, and it will sort them out at the top. They just go straight up there, so we'll see that. That just goes right into the sorting system. You got this is where you come in at. This one has a bottom water. I don't typically do that, but I did it with that one. And then you got your return system here. And over here we got the one for copper. And over here we've got one for gold and iron. We need more gold to make that. Here you can see the hoppers flying in. So gold and iron basically same level, so I put them at the same place. So this is where the return system is. You've also got this here if you ever need to just throw stuff in from here, because you mine other places, you just want to sort it out. That's it. Let's go up here. You can see the auto sorting system I'm using. It's just impulse SVs. You can see the water comes up to here, pumps it out, and hits these 3 hoppers. There's 3 hoppers there for it to sort through, so even a heavy mining session, you're gonna be okay most of the time. Your average impulse SV style, old school sorting system, nothing super crazy, just your typical setup, just a lot of it for all the things. So it's a bit much, obviously. It's just the way it is. Over here I got your little everything you need for your stuff. Got your where you can put away your iron or whatever, which we don't need because we have the iron farm, but there. This is your diamond level hole. This one's a little bit interesting because down here, whoosh, there is a big cave area. So not quite your normal strip mining operation for some of this, but tis the caves and cliffs update. So some of these have a little bit of weird situations going on. But as you can see, I've been doing a lot of mining just to explore all these areas, get it all cleaned out. And again, on all of these levels, you just come over here to the side and you find yourself a little thing to shoot up your gear. And then you can just return in here. I like using the doors instead of if you use doors. Oop, this is a long tunnel. If you use doors instead of signs to hold your water back, it's way thinner and takes up less space and makes it way easier to fit in your water columns in tight space. So that's why I did that. I should show that off real quick because I do think this is very interesting. So as you see here, I've got doors holding the water in. Normally you would need an extra layer of blocks out here or push this back one further and then have signs there, but that's just so bulky and takes up so much extra space, and I want it to feel nice and tight, so use the door. Oh, we need a door here too. Let's use a door. Holds everything back and doesn't take up any space visually, so, and completes kind of an arch there. I think it worked out really well. This one also has a weird where on this side the strip mine is a huge cave area. So it's a little bit tough, but you see I went down there and continued it that way. So, you know, got some traditional strip mining going on despite that. And then of course over here is your return elevator for your gear. You just throw it up there and then you can continue your mining without having to go upstairs. So then you don't have to worry about your inventory filling up. So that's my mining setup. It's pretty intense. Took a lot of work getting in here, and I think I like the design of the room itself with the copper borders, deep slate, and then just the flat stone at the top. Smooth basalt over there. I like the smooth basalt, but it's just I don't have enough to do the whole thing yet. This is your infinite water source. When you're here, if you need some water, you just go poop poop. You got it, and you're good to go. These are just rando items. I like to keep random items around. There's a bucket in there for your water. Okay, next thing I've created is this super smelter. This is just a run-of-the-mill super smelter with the auto loader here. So let's say, let's get some stuff. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go ahead and put your materials in there. You'll flip this switch, that'll send that here. It'll fill up really fast because it's a minecart, obviously. And then once that fills up all the way, it'll send it on its way. And then fill up most of the way. It'll keep filling up every time it comes in. It'll grab a few more and keep flying. And then these are all good to go. And those all feed into these 4 double chests down here. Make some nice blocks. And then over here you've got the one with coal. So same thing with coal. It'll go over there. We'll return the coal. And that'll be done. And then when it goes, just flip the switch, and since that's on a hill, it'll just stop next time it gets sent there, and it'll stay right there. Same thing over here. If you want to turn this off, come down. It'll just stop, and the next time you turn it on, the gravity will pull it down, and it'll keep going. So there we go. So simple. And then I put the levers on each of these so that if we need to, like say we want to repair this diamond pickaxe, because we do. It's pretty low, but we don't have mending on that one. We need some mending stuff. So say we want to do this one. We just go through here. Ooh. Flip these levers, and it will hold all the blocks. Very difficult to flip these levers in a hurry. All right, then we just go through here and grab an item from each of these and get the XP. Not a lot right now because I just did it not too long ago, but yeah, it gets a little bit. That's basically what it is. It just locks the thing in there so that you can pick it out. You guys should know about XP furnaces at the moment, for sure. So we did that in our base. It's very simple. Alright, and that's all in there. Let's just go ahead and turn that off. And that's our super smelter. This room design is very similar to that one over there, but then I threw in the room-like columns, which I think look nice. We've got the flat stone ceilings again, cobblestone floor with the wood. I think looks really nice around here. The wooden columns and smooth stone because it's your smelter room. So I think it turned out nice. Let me know what you think in the comments of the block palette here. It's just very simple. I didn't want to go wild in here. So the next project is creeper farm. I just need a small one, just something to get me some gunpowder going. I'm going to fight the Ender Dragon soon, so I'll have some rockets. It's not a server, so I don't need a huge thing. Just need a little bit of a gunpowder farm going passively in the background. I'm going to start TNT duping soon, so I'll need some gunpowder for my flying TNT dupers for perimeter building, slime chunk, stuff like that. So I didn't want to do a redstone farm. I know a lot of people like the ones with the water buckets now, but I went traditional route. Trapdoors. Trapdoors are the worst part of creepers farms. You need so many trapdoors. It's such a huge pain in the butt. I mean, I could have done a general mob farm, and I'm going to eventually, when I get that perimeter going, make a huge one just for fun. But I decided to go with a traditional cat fed creeper farm. Now you can see me putting the carpet that keeps the spiders from spawning. Still get a few every once in a while. I don't know why or where. I should replay mod that one day, see what's going on. But for this design, I decided to go smooth stone with the tinted glass, which makes it feel a bit modern. So at the end, I really had to work to make this fit into our setup, but I just really like these two textures playing together and how they work. So I went with it, and in the end, I think you'll like what happened with the product. There we are, putting the trapdoors on the side. We're doing 3 platforms only. Didn't want to go huge. 3 little platforms. It works for me for where we're at in the game. Next up, I had to dig the underneath part with the magma cubes and the water buckets. I did the thing where I accidentally flooded the entire area and had to get rid of the flooded stuff. So it's not the best section of the area, but I figured it out and got it worked out. So there we go. You can see the fences are in the wrong spot. Here we are underneath, putting in the area for the minecart that will bring out the gunpowder to our chest. Our storage is going to be in the side of the mountain right here. I think it ended up looking fantastic. Hope you like it. Wouldn't we get done with it? There we are, testing out the placements on that. And there's our basic thing done. We got the main structure ready. So the next thing to do was to get some cats. Now to make cats for a creeper farm, and I've had villagers forever and I don't get any spawning over there in the villager area. So I made a cat farm floating above our water so that there wouldn't be anywhere for them to go when they spawn. I just did a typical 32, I think it ended up being 33 by 34 platform with 4 villagers and 4 beds above that. It worked pretty well. It took a while to get going, but once it did, it worked out well. You can see I started with minecarts there and decided to get rid of them after a minute because they would take up spawning spaces, and I just laid tracks down next to wherever I tamed the cats. So I just tamed them with fish, and then I minecart them over to the area. So pretty simple. I got a few extra iron golems in the situation as well. Just, pull them down into our iron farm every once in a while, just for fun. Alright, so here we go with our first cat in. Alright, and I think we got all the cats in at this point now. And we're pulling back, and we're going to start on the outside. Now this is where I had to try to blend it into the style that we had. I'm pretty happy with the way it ended up. Very gazebo-esque, large open area with this nice custom lamp in the middle, which I did in the wrong place, and I had to tear down and put back in. The sides I had trouble with, and then I just went with something similar to the cactus farm. Really blended it into everything. I think you'll like it. I really like the way the light in the middle turned out. It's got the crafting table there, got a lantern, and there we go. So yes, you can see I used the fences with the spruce again to tie this into the rest of the building style, and I think it really tempered that tinted glass futuristic look that came with the smooth stone tinted glass look. Had to tear down the cat farm, rip it up, and then you will see the final product here as we swoop in. Alright, so that's the creeper farm. We've got it, got the stairs all done on here. I think the interior's looking good. It's got the requisite farm necessity of a crafting table. I got the stairs all in, and down we go. These nice narrow switch back to the storage area. Just simple storage area there. Already generating pretty good passive. It's not incredible. It's just 3 platforms. So it's not the biggest one. I didn't want to do like a massive one right now. We don't even have our wings yet. Just wanted something so that when we do, we're good. And we're going to start experimenting with some TNT dupers as soon as we get our wings. Because we can't start doing flying machines until we start flying, is my rule on the playthrough at the moment. So yeah, let me know what you think of the top design here. It's a little bit difficult to decide what to build up here since there didn't need to be anything, and I like the openness of it, but I didn't want it to feel so... I wanted to try... It looked a little futuristic with that tinted glass, but I wanted to bring it back into the style of what we had, and I didn't want to stop that big flat tinted glass area in front. didn't want to break it up with anything. I think it turned out pretty well. So hope you guys liked that. Now, as you saw in the making of that, we had the cat farm to generate the cat for the farm. And I went ahead and generated a bunch of extra ones just so we could start breeding and trying to get the achievement for all of the cat types. Also, while we've been doing all of this, I made a fully automatic honeycomb farm that we could do our copper waxing and whatnot. This is just the style that we're going to go with when we do our larger bee farm eventually. It looks kind of weird just sticking out here, but that's just, I just wanted to get it going. I didn't want anything permanent yet, so we just did a little temporary one. And then over here we got the cats. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different cats over here now. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Not bad. But I had to take the farm down. I just didn't want it to be out there still floating above the surface, causing problems. But I was able to fishing rod the golems that were spawning up there into the pit below, which was nice. A few extra iron farm victims for us. So I hope you enjoyed that little catch up on what we've been up to since the hiatus. Sorry, I was just working a lot in January. We're going to get back into it. Like I said, soon is going to be our journey to the end. We're going to fight the Ender Dragon, and we're going to get an Enderman farm set up. Then we'll have Ender Pearls so that we can set up our teleportation stations to get around a little bit easier. We need sugarcane farms. Probably going to be one of the first things we do next time as well, so we can get our paper for our rockets. We got plenty just to get started for the beginning of it, but we really want to do some end raiding because shulker boxes need to happen soon. So I hope you enjoyed this. More stuff's coming. Big builds are coming around the corner. We're right on the edge of where our big builds start. Trading hall needs to happen. We need farmers. We need automatic carrots and potatoes. I've got plans for those. Going to be huge. I can't wait. They're just massive builds that are going to produce way more than we ever need, which is what I love to do. So stay tuned. Thanks for hanging out this episode, and hope to see you back next time. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Really helps the channel. So thanks so much, and we'll talk to you later.